You're listening to PENTAMENT, a podcast with stories from the human world. Good evening, good morning, or just hello to all of you contemporary online traveling nomads. My name is Bella Volen. I'm a professional visual artist and a dedicated learner of new skills. This is the first edition of my podcast, which I called PENTAMENT. The PENTAMENT podcast has many different angles, sometimes about history, philosophy, ideas, art and culture. Another time about initiation rituals, science and business. Pretty much about everything which touches my mind and heart. I want to start with my favorite greeting. It comes from the Ainu tribe in Japan, 𝒥𝓊𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃, which means, let me gently touch your heart. We are many, each one of us. We are simultaneously the child, the wild, rebellious teenager, madly in love, the adult, the parent figure, even if we don't have children. We're also the experienced one who leaves something meaningful behind. The confused student discovering a new knowledge dimension. The wise person sharing inspiration. We are sad, broken-hearted, and incredibly glowing and happy people. The silent and shy one. The amusing extrovert. The question is, how do we keep the best and most vivid parts of these states alive in a helpful, inspirational service of our goals? How to keep only the blessings and the lessons from the hardship we have experienced? How to master our patience and be always rulers and leaders of our emotional world? How to embrace, use and find playful harmony between our feminine and masculine sides, between our chaos and order, between our professional strength, soft empathy, and vulnerability. How to master the world of change and duality. In the tradition of the Mapuche Native Americans in South America, a shaman is called machi. Within the machi rituals and ceremonies, gender is fluid and dynamic. They move between gender identities and ages, diving in the energy of an older male adult and a young man, in the perspectives of an old and a young woman. The majority of the machi are female, but males can also be machis. The machi shamanic power is mostly passed down from the maternal grandmother. The gender role is not determined by sex, but rather by identity and spirituality. We're always a work in progress, not just a book, but an extensive, rich, controversial library. We're a gemstone in the process of being polished. Step by step, one creates, reveals more fine facets. On the one hand, they reflect what we carry within. On another, the spirit of our time and the partly illusionary time arrows movement through the space-time continuum. The frequency and heartbeat of the universe, our connection to oneness, are always a part of the human identity journey. Everything is a flexible mirror. We are mighty beings, experiencing a human world in a billion different ways with the help of one another. Dr. Edward Bach said, "There is no true healing unless there is a change in outlook, peace of mind, and inner happiness. The disease is in essence the result of conflict between soul and mind, and it will never be eradicated except by spiritual and mental effort." The work of a master is playing a radio station, to develop skills, to perfectly fine-tune the radio frequency connection, to be in touch by choice, anytime, anywhere, with the world of oneness. It is about becoming a bridge, an axis, like the tree of life between humanity and the divine. The journey includes finding a meaningful calling and sticking to it. If you have found the path of your truth, you carry it within you. But if you try to leave your path of truth, the path will follow you. Through serendipity and synchronicity, it will follow you like a boomerang, pushing you to go back on course to where you belong, to your mission. If you seek and find your true passion, your burning desire, you will discover an endless spring of power. Through that power, you may build up courage and persistence to leave a beautiful trace and memory behind you. This is the only way to live forever. I genuinely believe it. I cannot imagine anything better than a magical space-time connection. After time passes by to become for someone in the future, this is what Napoleon Hill or René Magritte have been for me. Inspirational friends I never physically met, but their work is timeless and more present than a physical living entity can ever be. I hope this makes sense and hopefully also resonates with you. The pain is such a big teacher and strong part of our lives. So I would like to share a few thoughts I had about pain and the aspect of time and their connection. I like to say, in a playful way, never take away the letter T out of paint. I hope you know what I mean. Each one of us has some old wounds and scars. We carry them like this huge dirt bag on our shoulders. They're like a book with memories reminding us of battles we won and the failures we shall not repeat. But time does not heal. Time is a mystery we cannot keep responsible for solving our troubles. It is only each one of us who can repair the damage. Others can help, they can influence us, but it is still our own responsibility to put the problem like an object on a table. Observe it from every side and perspective. To consciously work on erasing, adjusting, or transforming the feeling it causes. Things in life are cyclical. Some events and people come over and over again, sometimes after many years. When those people have generated pain, please analyze the case. Put the emotion away and just cold analyze it. Slice it like a fruit on the table and observe. Was it just a one-time situation? Or is this a repetitive pattern from their character? If it is a repetitive pattern, keep your door closed and protect yourself. The wonderful Robert Raymond Rilpel, who is a mentor and someone I really, really, really like so much, told us in a coaching, I think almost a month ago, something very, very powerful about the parent-child connection. But I believe this what he said is also similar to every kind of human interaction and relationship. And it sounds like this. You can inspire them with strength or infect them with weakness. The most common greeting in the Zulu tribe is Sawubona. I hope I pronounce it correct, at least close to correct. And it means, I see you, This was also used in the movie Avatar. But it actually means, I see you, you're important to me, I value you. It is a way to make the other person visible, to accept them as they are with their virtues, nuances, and flaws. The full picture of what they are and also what they're not. In response to this greeting, people usually say 𝐻𝓊𝓃𝓃𝓃, which means I exist for you, or to be more exact, I'm relieved to know that I exist for you. For the Zulu community, no man is born evil. Sometimes crises and imbalances make us stray away from our natural goodness. And to be honest, I believe that it doesn't matter if it's about life situation, crisis, or even money. All these elements of our human world, they just multiply what we already are. The Zulu people believe that human beings exist only if others see and accept them. The community makes the person. The energy always flows where our attention goes. In these strange, powerful, transformational times, let us rebuild the world in a better, more connected, loving, and smarter way. I don't think we could ever go back to that what it was. It's not possible. It's been more than a year, and we have changed mentally, physically. Everything has changed. Our human interaction has changed. So we have to find new ways to rebuild the world in a smarter, better functioning way. So believe. And if you don't believe in a higher power, then at least believe in yourself. If that doesn't work yet, just pay attention to your thoughts. They're an important key. Your self-conversation, your self-talk. And believe in hope. Or maybe in music, in art, in science, in nature, in sports, in humanity. In our capacity, most of all, in our capacity to fix the disasters we create or the problems we go through. Thank you for stopping by. This is just the beginning of our conversation. Have a beautiful journey. I hope to see you soon. With love and light, Bella. It is February 2021 in Vienna, Austria. Hello, you're listening to PENTAMENT, a podcast with stories from the human world.